Hello my 3D printer peeps. I'm here with the Anycubic P1 resin printer, and sitting next to it right here is the dual material assembly. You'll notice I have my parts sitting on foam. These two vats and their tray mount have no legs, and the release material would sit directly on your table. Let's avoid doing that. The installation process is quite simple, so let's get it over with. Before installing the dual material assembly, of course, we have to remove the original build plate and the original vat. Storing these two items is one thing you might not have considered when preparing to install the dual material assembly. Prepare a safe, clean location to store these items. You probably will want to put them back at some point. For now, I'm going to put mine on a Scott's blue shop cloth. Remove the original build plate by simply lifting this lever and carefully sliding it forward and placing it on the shop cloth. Remove the original vat by grabbing this lever and popping it open. Do this on both sides. Carefully grab the vat lifted up and out. I am placing mine upside down to avoid damaging the release film. We will first install the dual build plate. With the latch open, carefully slide the dual build plate over the assembly and lock it in place. Turn the machine on. Here on the screen, you will see your build plate is not installed and the machine is set to single mode. Touch the pull down and choose dual mode. Here is where things get interesting. The machine asks you to install the vat and then level. I am using a Scott's blue shop cloth because they are strong and don't shed. Installing the vat to the mounting plate is simple. Be sure both vat switches are in the unlock position. The blue unlock icon will be visible. Each vat has a protective film on the bottom. Peel them off and install them into the dual vat assembly. Each vat fits only one way. Gently position the vat over the assembly and lower it into place. The arrow points to which vat it locks. Find the corresponding arrow and press it into the locking position. Do this again for the other side. Again, these notches face the inside. Drop it into place, squeeze the locking lever until the locking icon appears. Your fully assembled vat should look like this. Keep in mind the dual material vat does not digitally connect to the printer. There is no port to attach here. To install the dual vat, simply place it over the screen, give it a little jiggle until it drops into place. Secure both latches and your vat is installed. Your screen should still have the message that says install the machine platform and resin vat, then re-level. Press OK. At this time, you would think the machine would begin the leveling process. You would be wrong. You will need to start the leveling process manually. Touch the hamburger. Touch Other. Touch Assisted Leveling. Touch Assisted Leveling again. Touch Dual Platform. And touch the check button. The machine is now asking to remove the resin vat. Looks like we got some good practice installing it for nothing. Open both latches and gently lift and remove the vat. To protect your release film, consider placing the vats upside down. With the vats removed, press Continue. Your vat will gently lower to the screen, and the screen will indicate whether or not you need to adjust the leveling. My screen is informing me that I do in fact need to make a leveling adjustment. To do this, we will loosen all 4 screws just the littlest bit. On the screen, touch Start Leveling. Your build plate will make a tiny adjustment and these images will appear. You will see it's telling you to turn this screw clockwise. Do that now. And attempt to get those numbers to say 0. We are making very small adjustments. Release the screwdriver and allow it to rest. This is how you get the most accurate number. You will see it's happy with this number. You can, in fact, continue to adjust after this number appears, turning right to lower the number, left to raise the number. If you notice any of your screws are still loose, continue leveling till all 4 feel relatively snug. You will see how close I've gotten it to 0. I am simply making very small adjustments. Right to lower the number, left to raise the number, resting to see the final number, adjusting again. Currently, I am sitting between all 0s and 2s. Very pleased. Press Continue. Your printer will run a brief calibration to adapt to the new setting and raise the bed so that you may reinstall the dual vat. You might notice the printer has not raised the build plate enough to reinstall the vat. On your screen, touch Z-axis, touch 10, and touch up. Touch up again, touch up again, and touch home. This should give you enough space to reinstall the dual vat platform. Be sure not to drag it onto the screen, place it onto the screen, snap it in place, and close both locks. Close the lid, and your dual vat setup is ready for use. With your dual material kit installed, you are ready for dual material printing. We will need to set up the Anycubic slicer to do this. I'm going to run my first print using 2 different resins. I will be using Anycubic gray water washable resin in 1 vat and Anycubic standard IPA washable white in the other. When working with the vats, you might think this is the right vat and this is the left vat. However, the 3D printing industry tends to do it from looking at the machine. That makes this the right vat and this the left vat. Shake your resin good and pour it into the vat. The P1 volume is pretty significant, even with the 2 vats. Be sure not to overfill it, keeping in mind the resin rises as the build plate enters the vat. I would be sure to stick even a little below the max fill line. I'm pouring white into the left vat. If you have any spill, pick it up with a Scott's Blue Shop cloth. With your 2 resins loaded, let's pop over to Anycubic Slicer. Here I am in Anycubic Photon Workshop. Over here, we've got the Photon P1 selected. We are going to switch to the dual vat setup by clicking here. We can enter the left or right vat by simply clicking on them. In the left vat, I have standard Anycubic resin. In the right vat, I've got water wash resin. In case I went too fast, I simply clicked the left vat, clicked into here, chose my resin, and clicked the X button. I then clicked the right vat, clicked here, chose my resin, and clicked the X button. You will now see each resin represented in the correct vat. Let's go ahead and drag a model onto each bed. I'm going to drag the grabber. It's a little big. I am going to resize and rotate it so that it fits better on the bed and so that it faces the rear right of the printer where the camera is. I'll drag the bottom of this mask into the right vat. Of course, I will need to scale it exactly the same as the top half. And I will rotate it to face the time-lapse camera as well. I have auto-generated supports, and I am ready to send this 2-material dual vat print to the Photon P1. This one with water wash resin, this one with regular IPA wash resin. This one clear, this one white. It's going to take 2 hours and 32 minutes, and off we go. I will go ahead and turn on AI detection, and most important, I want my time lapse. Start printing. Don't forget, here in the workbench in the Anycubic slicer, you can monitor the print and even watch through the camera. You can also do it here in the Anycubic app on your mobile device. Simply tap the camera icon, and there it is. If you think the light will be helpful, you can go ahead and turn that on too. Here in the Anycubic slicer on your computer, click into Device Details, press the play button, and there you have it. You are now previewing on the phone and your computer through the Anycubic slicer. You can turn the camera on and off to see what you think of how it looks. It's worth noting the LED lights are orange. You may or may not like the look of it with the lights on. For this demo, I'll go ahead and turn the light on, just to be sure we can actually see the model in the time lapse. Here's something you might not be used to seeing. 2 different print times. One for the left bed, one for the right. Our print has finished. I have a ZEP spray bottle with 99% IPA for the IPA resin. And I have a ZEP bottle with water for the water-based resin. I will be washing both in the Anycubic Wash and Cure 3. They look pretty darn good. With the success of the first set, I even threw 2 mask bottoms on the same plate, and all 3 parts came perfect. Not bad for the first print ever on this machine. And there it is, 2 different models, 2 different resins at the same time on the Anycubic Photon P1 with the dual material accessory. Both of these will get a wash in the Wash and Cure 3, one in alcohol, one in water. Don't forget to pop a USB thumb drive in the machine and grab your time lapse. Press OK. Press video and log. Press this icon right there. Touch the time lapse and press export. Your time lapse is now on the card. I'm Mr. Greg, and you're on 3D Rundown. I'm Mr. Greg, and you're on 3D Rundown.